If you're new to this page, welcome. My name is Travis TK Mills. I started out on Instagram running this page called Excellent Remodeling. That my wife and I started that company, Antoinette. We started that in 2017. We started with one customer and $0. Her last month of work, she was alive, we put over $100,000 in the bank that month. And that was from blood, sweat, and know-how. So we had spent years studying business and learning networking and how to build it. And so we built it from the ground up. And in all of my crazy ideas, I thought, why not start a wood shop? I want one when I'm 60. Why not start one when I'm 40? So I found some wood, found some more wood, found a location, found some customers, found a dream, found a why. And so through excellent modeling and the business that we had created there, Seventh Hand Design was born. Seventh Hand Design was a higher end luxury finishing company where we did finishes, woodworking, metal craft, put elements that people had in the past in the homes of today. Elements that heal you, make you feel better, and give you a sense of calm and well-being. Most people don't know about these elements because they live in tract homes. Tract homes are void of all extra luxuries. When people buy a house, they're literally getting the minimal house that the builder can sell them most of the time. And then there's occasions where people meet a custom builder or have a luxury home built. But I don't know the percentage. Less than 5% of all homes have any upgrades in them. Most of them are just bare bones to the minimum to get them going. And then if you wanted to upgrade, you would have to know where or who or how to call that person. That's what Seventh Hand Design does. Seventh Hand Design is a higher end service, putting things in your home that normal contractors, normal handymen, and just a normal builder grade house does not have. It's an art studio that provides art in the home that's bolted to the home, applied to the home, or built into the home. It's a different level of art. It doesn't hang on the wall necessarily on a wire. You may walk on it, you may smell it, you may see it, you may touch it. I like a lot of the kinetic finishes. It's molecular level. I use Feng Shui. I use directions of the earth, seasonal sun, temperatures, lighting. We're creating a mood inside the home, a space, if you will, a space to make you feel comfortable and luxurious at the same time. Humans are the only species on earth that were given the ability to transform their surroundings. We can completely change the environment that we live in from one day to the next even. Where all the other animals in the animal kingdom are forced to live in a way that they're programmed to from birth, called instinct. Humans don't have instinct for surroundings. You have things that you learn from your parents or your neighborhood you grew up in, but as far as your creativity and how far you can imagine your housing situation to be, there's people that live in handmade clay huts made with hay and animal dung. And there's people that live in stone castles with gold and gemstones adorning the walls and doors. There's so many different ways to live. You could live in an ice house. You could live in a sand house. You could live in a track house. You could live in an underground house. There's mobile homes, there's tiny homes, there's wood homes, block homes. There's so many different ways to live. Seventh Hand Design customizes the inside of your space to fit you. When you buy a home, you're buying an off-the-shelf product. There's no customization about it. Most of the time, you don't really get to ask any of the finishes at all. And so to find out what's available and what would fit you the best, it's almost like going and buying a suit from a bespoke suit maker versus an off-the-shelf, off-the-hanger experience. If you know what it's like to pick out your own fabric and stitch and weave and wait, if you know what that's like, then you know what it's like to work with a high-end contractor like Seventh Hand Design. But most people have never picked out anything and have made custom. They don't know. I was raised by Europeans. It's a different way in New England. Growing up in Massachusetts, you learn a lot of different things. The world was built upon different principles hundreds of years ago, and those are the principles I learned. Nowadays society, people want things fast and cheap and good price. They don't really want the quality one. We sell the quality one. We sell the one that's going to last your whole life. Why buy it twice? Learned a long time ago that wealthy people buy things once. They don't buy things twice. Why would you invest in the same item 2 times? Just buy it one time and be done with it. For the rest of your life, you never have to buy another one. That's how your art should be. My art now, I'm not throwing it in the trash. There's people like, they buy this art from these stores, $25 pieces of art, which is fine if that's your budget. But buy a $25 piece of art, small art from a local craftsperson. That's gonna mean something to you. Instead of this off-the-shelf, printed out, stamped out, no soul, garbage art that's most people are looking at. And they don't know, because there's so much of it around, they don't know it's bad art. And there's no bad art. I shouldn't say bad art. It's just that when you have a print versus the real art, there's differences in the colors and the way it reflects the light back into your eyeballs. That's why museums are still museums. People go all around the world to see the real thing. We have the real thing. It's real color, real texture, real grain, made with real heat, real time, and a real process. The time it takes us to make some of these materials, or it takes to source them, or it takes to prepare them, or finish them, it just takes longer. It's nicer, it's better. And if you can't understand that, thanks for visiting. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know. There's a reason for these prices. There's a reason for quality. There's a reason for luxury. There's a reason for royalty. There's a reason for branding. Brands are known. Good thing we don't have to get branded as humans like the cattle used to, but now we brand ourselves. How do you brand yourself? Are you a luxury consumer? Do you want things that are rare and unique? Or are you okay with having things that everyone has, the masses? So where Seventh Hand Design fits in is we fill a void for discerning buyers that want things that are unique and no one else has. It's one of a kind. I have a table at the shop that's got rubies in it. I guarantee you there's no one on any of these platforms with any Claro walnut tables with rubies in them. If you know someone else that's doing it, hit them up, tell them to get in touch with me because I would like to collaborate, but I don't see anyone else doing this stuff. And then the next one's gonna have diamonds. Why not? I have the gems. The gems are not the problem. The wood's not the problem. We can get the materials. The challenge is finding people that want to learn how to learn these skills and how to work with these materials. That's the challenge. So as I get more and more rare, the prices go up. That's just the way it is. I don't know why that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. That's the way the economy works. When something's hard to get, the price goes up. When I had people working for me, the prices were lower in the field. We can spread the cost out across the crew. But when it gets into the art world, we need more apprentices. We need more people that are hands-on learning how to do these finishes. The diamonds come, the wood comes, the luxury stuff all comes. The mindset is what we're looking for. We're looking for the mindset of the youth. the young people that really want to learn why there should be luxury goods, why there should be things made by hand, why there should be things that take time to make, why there's a cheap one, a middle one, and a high grade one. Some people don't know. They don't know these reasons. This is the reason people like Nike. People wait in line to buy their stuff. And they tear it up and throw it away and get a new one. We're talking about art that goes in your house that lasts generations. A piece of time. Art locks a moment in time. It locks a feeling in time. It tells a story. So sometimes the art that we have and appreciate tells repeated stories over and over again for the lifetime of the piece. It'll change with the owner. The meaning of the piece changes to the beholder, because as you grow, the things around you, you see them differently. It's at a molecular level. I don't talk about quantum physics on here, but that's what I'm into. That's all it is. It's understanding why the electrons stick together. It's all about creating something beautiful. Making something beautiful for other people to look at and enjoy. So there's your intro to seventh hand design. Hope some of that makes sense, why it's different. It's not like anything else you've seen, that's for sure. People ask me what I am or who I am. This artist. This was born with this gift. It's different. It's different. If you know, you know. Stay lit, y'all. Talk to you later.